So let's keep going with the prediction that I made for NVIDIA and the SP500 index. As always, I will be doing another update, real time, on live. You guys need to know that you guys need to watch the previous videos if you want to get the full context of what is going here, how the dynamic plays out, and what each circle represents and how it is supposed to be treated. Now, having said that, I will be, of course, linking those videos in this video so you can watch them and so you know all of this. And we'll start this recap of today, beginning with this circle, which is this green circle, consecutive days, 15 and 16 of June. Of course, we already saw these days in the previous update, but I will just do a quick recap. So, of course, this is NVIDIA. And April 13 and April 12 were both uptrends. Very, not really dramatic uptrends. We really don't see such a high movement upwards, but we're starting to see that NVIDIA is climbing up, as I expected it will do. Now, if you guys watch my video, my last video that I made, you guys remember that NVIDIA became the largest public company in the entire world. Now, what happened after that is that there was a dip, exactly as I predicted and as I foresaw, and that dip was enough to drop temporarily the NVIDIA from that second place. So right now it's all the way back to the second largest stock in the world. Nonetheless, NVIDIA will become is already the largest stock. It's just a matter of time. I mean, these are just a few movements that are making NVIDIA dip down a little bit, but it will continue its trend upwards. And there's a very interesting comparison between NVIDIA and Cisco and other companies. Many people are talking about how NVIDIA is most likely a bubble. To be honest, I don't share that feeling, and I will be doing a video detailing and showing you guys all of these comparisons just to provide some insights, just some food for thought, right? But like I was saying, okay, so 12 and 13 of June were uptrends. Again, not really dramatic. Now 14 of June was more like a yellow day. The price ended on a very similar position to the one we started with. But the day that really interests us here is 18 of June. Now, the way leading up to 18 of June, we start right here with 17. You can see 17 is also an uptrend. Concise, but not really as concise and decisive as the one we saw on the 18th of June. The one that day became NVIDIA, the world's largest stock. So, that occurred on 18th of June. And what happened next is that you guys remember that this is the red circle that was coming up, following up the 18th of June. It was 21 of June, red circle, downtrend. This downtrend accelerated and really started on the 20th of June. You can see right here, this is where the day starts. Massive downtrend, very dramatic, red candles everywhere. The green candles are basically almost non-existent. There's just like 4 or 3 really. Then we start 21 of June, which is right here, and this day was more like a yellow day. It was indeed a downtrend, considering that we ended the day on a lower position and the one we started with, but it was not really as dramatic as the day prior, which is June 20. So again, this prediction is 100% correct. So far, it's doing extremely well. I've been able to predict every single day with accuracy, with pinpoint accuracy. This is bullseye tier level. I predicted also the day with that very decisive uptrend for June 18, which is when NVIDIA became the largest stock. And the next days, Monday is going to be 24. So this is going to be interesting because you know that when the circle doesn't coincide with a market day, we necessarily don't have to take it out of the picture. Okay, so it might have some influence on Monday, which is 24, which could be more like a yellow day, because having this taken into account, which is a green circle and a combination of the red circle, that could possibly happen on 24, because remember, this circle has alternative options, which is 24 or 25. We're not talking about consecutive days here. So this could, the downtrend could happen on 24, which could be dramatic or a very rangish. Mixing up with this green circle, we will get kind of a yellow circle as a result, or the downtrend could begin by 25. So let's see what happens. The next days, which are basically the last days of the month, more volatility, especially on 28th of June. This day is going to be very significant. Let's see what prevails, what circle prevails here. And then we will finally end the month on a more uptrendy note. We will see that NVIDIA will recover. And this is where these days, either 27 or 28, or 29 or 30. These days will be the days that NVIDIA again retains and regains the kingship of all stocks. It will once again become the world's largest stock and dethroning Microsoft. I mean, this is just a matter of time, guys. I mean, this is not really advanced mathematics or anything like that, right? So anyways, so that ends the update for my NVIDIA prediction. Now let's see the SP500, and you'll notice right away it's very similar to the one that I just showed you with NVIDIA. Look at these movements; they're very similar, but like in the other example, I will start this recap on June 12th. And you'll notice that this coincides with a green circle, 11 or 12 uptrend. Now the uptrend occurred on 11. You already know this, because if you watch my previous videos, you saw this in real time. So this occurred on June 12th and June 11 and June 12th. Well, it also the day opened in a much higher position, which could be technically an uptrend. Notice that the price didn't really do much, and it was actually more like a downtrend on that day. The trend of the day was a downtrend, despite the fact that June 12th began in a much higher position than the one we left on June 11. So take that into account. Now June 13 was red circle, 13 or 14 downtrend. So you're looking at it right now. This is the downtrend. Then it started to recover. Nonetheless, the day ended on a lower position than the one we started with. So this was more like a yellow day. It does. We in fact saw the downtrend. But notice this was very volatile, lots of movements. Basically 100% correct. These two circles. Now 14 or 15 of June, green circle, uptrends. Okay, so this is 14 of June. You can see right here. I mean, I don't really have to explain. It's very. I mean, you can already see it. It's basically an uptrend. Concise, more green candles than the red candles, so was very accurate in this regard. Now 15th of June, the market doesn't open on that day. It only opened on Monday, which is 17th of June, which coincides with this green circle right here, 17th or 18th of June. This is a very big, very dramatic, very strong uptrend. Look at the size of all of these green candles, consecutive green candles. This is what I like to see. And notice that this green circle, 15 or 16, these days the market did not open. But since these circles, all of these three are green circles in consecutive order, we're talking about a very big, very massive final uptrend for this final circle, which is 17 or 18. So the energy that this circle has helped this other green circle to achieve even higher uptrends. You're looking at it right now. Now, 19th of June is a downtrend according to this circle. Let's see what happens. Now, just for clarification, 18th of June was a yellow day, not really much activity, but on a very uptrendy note. You already saw that this was already also included in this circle, not as a consecutive option, also more like an alternative. But it was very interesting nonetheless that 18th of June was also an uptrend, even though it behaves more like a yellow circle. Okay, so this is 20th of June. Again, the market did not open on the 19th, but notice again, exactly like the previous example that I just talked about. Since the market doesn't open on 19, just like this one, this trend, the essence of this circle, help this next circle, which is the red circle of 20 or 21, which is this exactly, these days, downtrend days, both of them, but especially on the 20th of June, this is a very strong downtrend, almost like the exact opposite of what we saw on the 17th of June. We saw massive red candles, massive downtrend force. The volume is much higher on those red candles than the green ones. So it's like I said, it's an exact opposite of what happened here on the 17th of June. So it was very interesting that this day, well, not opening on the market, it helped June 20 to be even bigger, more of a bigger downtrend. And 20th of June, 21 of June was more like a yellow day. The price did indeed close on a lower position than the one we started, but notice that it was more like a yellow day, exactly similar to these previous circles that I just talked about, especially on 18th of June, more like an exact opposite of the 18th of June. So it was very interesting. This is so far very, it's accurate. I mean, it's 100% accurate. Both of these NVIDIA and the SP500, these predictions are, I'm thinking, going to be closing this month on 100% accuracy. Both of them, every single circle. The next days that we have to take into account is June 23, which is going to be very volatile. June 23 or 4, which could be an uptrend. So this day could be very volatile or could be very rangish. It depends. Remember that yellow circle has two meanings, which is volatility or the price does nothing, basically. And we'll see finally very similar to NVIDIA again. SP500 index and NVIDIA, when you combine these two stocks, these two charts, you can basically read the global economy and more specifically the US economy. And this is very similar. We're going to be closing on a green day for the month, exactly very similar, identical almost to NVIDIA. So anyways, guys, this video already was pretty long for my liking. I will be leaving you now. I invite you all to subscribe, to like and comment, all of that. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.